30, which is a fine age. It's a good age. My knees are still supple. I can still do this, so that's good. I am ready to be at the age where it's okay to be tired, though, you know? I want to be like my granny. You ask her to go to the store, she's like, I'm on oxygen. Do you want this to be the last thing I do? I'm like, wow, that's a good excuse. I'm going to borrow that one. That's amazing. I share a birthday with my 3-year-old nephew. And at first, I didn't want to share a birthday with him, right? I'm like, I want my own birthday. And they were like, who's turning 3? And who's turning 30? But I got there, and it was amazing because we had mimosas and a bounce house. Have you ever heard of a cooler party than that? I was like, let's keep this going. Next year I want Pedialyte and Xanax, you know? Just no one knows which way is up or down. I love that. My sister was like, you're never watching him. I'm like, no, that's a solid choice, yeah. I shouldn't. That's a good choice. I don't have any kids of my own, and I'm not ready for them. I know this because right now I have 2 cats. And on multiple occasions, I just forget to buy them food. I'm just like, what do you mean you can't digest oatmeal? Since when? Kids are weird, too. They do, like, strange things that I'm not very used to, you know? Like, they can stare at you without blinking for a very long time. I once had a kid stare at me so long that I thought I knew them in a past life. I had to go up to them without creeping out their parents like, Aunt Judy, is that you? I swear I was going to pay you back right before you died, I swear. I grew up with a very good mom. I grew up with a single mom. Single moms in here? All right. They're like, that's all the energy I got, baby. Don't ask me to do any more. Grew up with a single mom. She was awesome. The best thing about my mom is that she never yelled at me. If she ever needed me to behave, she would lean in close and whisper, I'm not afraid to spank you in front of all these people. I was like, oh, thank you for not yelling that in Walmart. Thank you. That's so nice. My mom doesn't drink that much anymore, but the other night she had 2 beers, which meant she was safely able to drive home from the passenger seat. Love that. She insisted on putting the directions in her phone, even though I already had them in mine. So I was getting the directions relayed to me 3 times. Once from my mom's phone, turn right on Gary Avenue. Once from my phone, turn right on Gary Avenue. And once from my mom, like, you're gonna wanna turn right on Gary Avenue. Right. The worst part about this is that every messenger was pronouncing a different word wrong. So her phone was like, fly right on James Y. Parkway. My phone was like, slide right on James Y. Parkway. My mom was like, slide over, I'm gonna puke. I'm like, okay. Getting out of the car. Next stop, nursing home, mama. No, I'm just kidding. I would never take my mom to a nursing home. Those things are so expensive. Never be able to afford that.